You're making $85,000 a year. That's more than 65% of American households. On paper, you're doing fine. You should feel fine. So why does your bank account look like you're one bad week away from disaster? Why do you check your balance before you buy groceries? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not because you're bad with money. It's because there are five specific traps built into modern American life. Traps that are designed to be invisible. And by the end of this video, you're gonna see all 5 of them. Then I'm gonna give you a 3-step plan to get out. Let's go! Picture the average American household pulling in $85,000 a year. That's a real salary. That's a good salary. And yet, the Federal Reserve has found that nearly 4 in 10 Americans couldn't cover a surprise $400 expense with cash. Not $4,000, $400. That's not a coincidence, and it's not laziness. It's a system. 5 traps draining your account. Let's open them one at a time. You get a raise. 10% more money. Woohoo! Feels amazing. Here's what actually happens next, and researchers have tracked this for decades. Your spending rises almost exactly in step with it. Not because you're reckless, because your brain recalibrates what normal feels like, almost overnight. The $60 dinner that felt like a splurge a year ago? Now it's just Tuesday. The apartment upgrade. The nicer car. None of it feels like a decision. Lifestyle creep doesn't ask permission. One small upgrade at a time, until your $15,000 raise has vanished into a slightly nicer version of the exact same stress. The fix isn't never improve your life, it's this. Every time your income goes up, you decide on purpose where the extra goes. If you don't make that decision, your lifestyle makes it for you. Every single time. Here's a number that should stop you. The average new car payment in America right now is over $700, over $700 a month. $700. Before gas. Before insurance. Before the inevitable repair. That's not a car payment, that's a second rent. That's a second rent. And here's the part nobody tells you at the dealership. A car is the single fastest depreciating asset most people will ever finance. You're paying interest every month on something that's worth less every single day you own it. This doesn't mean never buy a car. It means understanding what you're actually buying, convenience and status, financed at sometimes 9% interest, on an asset guaranteed to lose value. Compare that new car payment to a reliable used car bought in cash, and the gap, invested instead, is often the difference between retiring comfortably and working an extra decade. Quick question. How many subscriptions do you think you're paying for right now? Most people guess 4. The real number, on average, is closer to 12. Streaming services, apps you downloaded once, a gym you haven't visited since January, cloud storage for photos you'll never look at. Individually, none of them feel like a problem. $9.99 here, $14.99 there. That's exactly why they survive. They're built to be too small to notice and too annoying to cancel. Add them up and you're looking at $150, $200 a month, leaking out silently, while you swear you don't know where your paycheck goes. It's the 12 things you forgot you're paying for. This one's sneakier. I call it the convenience tax. It is the premium you pay dozens of times a week for saving yourself 5 minutes. Delivery fees instead of a 10-minute drive. The pre-cut, pre-washed version of food that costs double. The tap-to-pay impulse buy you'd never have made if you'd had to walk to an ATM first. None of these choices are wrong on their own. The problem is volume. The average American now spends real, meaningful money, often north of $100 a month, purely on they never budgeted for. The convenience tax doesn't rob you in one big theft. It's 1,000 tiny ones. This is the trap that gets even people who think they're doing everything right. You've got $8,000 sitting in your checking account. Feels responsible. Feels like a cushion. Except most checking accounts pay you close to nothing, a fraction of a percent. Meanwhile, high-yield savings accounts, the FDIC-insured kind, have been paying substantially more. That money you already earned is sitting there, doing absolutely nothing for you. That's phantom savings. It's money that is not invested, not earning interest. It's just parked. And if your employer offers a 401k match, and you're not taking the full match, that's not phantom savings. That's turning down free money. So here's what you actually do about it. 3 steps. Starting today. Step 1. Audit your subscriptions this week. Every single one. Cancel anything you haven't. Step 2. Move your cash. If you've got money sitting in a checking account earning nothing, move it into an FDIC-insured high-yield savings account. That's a 5-minute fix for money you already have. Step 3. Before your next raise hits your account, decide in advance where half of it goes. Savings, debt, your future. That's it. Not a spreadsheet, not a 60-day challenge. 3 decisions. You're not broke because you're bad with money. You're broke because the traps were built to be invisible. And now they're not. If this hit home, you know what to do. Subscribe, because next week I'm breaking down the one safe financial habit that's secretly costing Americans thousands a year. See you in the next one.